Hello, everyone. We are back with our Pivot and Pitch video series today, joined by John Boudreau of Hargrove Inspections. Thanks so much for joining us today, John. We're excited to hear about how your business has pivoted and pitched.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
So tell us, what have you all done differently to adapt to the pandemic of COVID-19?
Right. Well, obviously, when everything kind of went to shelter in place, we had to pivot very quickly. Luckily, with the technology we use for scheduling and for our reporting software, we were able to work from home. We were able to answer phone calls from home. So our day-to-day didn't appear to change to anybody. Obviously, doing our inspections and the inspection services we offer, we had to change quickly. We had to adopt social distancing. Our inspectors were wearing masks when they were within close proximity of people. We even, in the early stages, we were wiping down surfaces that we touched, that we were in contact with when we were in other people's homes. And so we just learned to adjust quickly. Real estate didn't stop, and it slowed a little bit, but we were able to work remotely and not have to come into the office and do everything with the technology that we had fairly seamlessly, to be honest with you. We did further develop our online scheduling feature so people could go online and not have to try to reach out on phone to schedule services. And that was very effective, and that helped us a lot during that time.
That's great. I love that you did the online scheduling. So I'm curious, what changes that you implemented, or that you may even consider implementing into the future as we kind of operate under this new normal? I'm sure you'll continue the online scheduling, but anything else that you foresee moving into the future?
Probably the biggest thing is well, one thing is one of our employees had an opportunity to relocate, and we found that we could work remotely, or she could work remotely and still work for us. And so it gives us the opportunity to be a little more flexible with our working environment and our work schedule. We are back in our office, and we don't foresee that changing, but we have the opportunity to offer different working schedules and situations for our employees. And so that's definitely a change that we've enjoyed throughout this process.
Well, that's great. It's always nice to hear being able to retain employees and continue with your workforce and not have any transition. So tell me a success story. It sounds like you've done a lot of things well. You've made great adaptations to continue servicing your customer base and the citizens here in the Augusta region. What is a specific success story that you would like to share to inspire us all?
Probably one that comes to mind is, again, the flexibility to pivot quickly. Pivoting was actually the theme going into this year. To be honest with you, we were doing some pivot ready training back in March before all this hit. And so just to be able to pivot quickly, we had a situation where, daycare opportunity changed for one of our other employees. And within an hour and a half, they were able to transition to work from home. And so we're putting things in place that are going to allow increased flexibility with our work environment. And then we're always going to be innovative with technology. We do a lot of Zoom meetings still ongoing, so we can stay connected with our inspectors who don't always come to the office on a regular basis. And so just using technology to change rapidly, pivot quickly, and to make sure we're communicating properly within our organization is something that we're definitely going to carry forward into the future.
Sounds like you were ahead of the curve, anticipating changes that were unknowns to us at the time in March, and pivot is certainly the word of 2020. So glad you've embraced that. But it's so great to hear that you're able to be flexible and meet the needs of your workforce. Again, just creating that job satisfaction and motivation, and I'm sure seeing even more productivity by being able to meet those challenges and needs. So we really appreciate your time today, for you sharing with us, for what you're doing to help move real estate, and all the people that are relocating. Your services are so important. So thanks again for all that you're doing, and just wanted to wish you well and keep us informed of how you continue to change. This video series has been presented by Bank of America, so we thank them for their sponsorship and hope you have a great day.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Blair. Glad to be here.